Yeah, I can actually pull that out now. And then get rid of me there. Hide camera, keep audio. And there we are. All right, let's do this. Oh, so go live with that. One more thing I got to do is I got to see if I. Yeah, that's back. Okay. So I got to ask them. Chatter. I like being on that. I like helping the group out there and getting them some exposure. By the way, this is a cool social audio that now has video app. So obviously, something that they're doing to stay active, stay involved, stay up to date. Something for you to consider is getting involved in this app again called Chatter. I think they're still doing invite only. I don't know about that, but they got like tens of thousands of users by now. I know that. So they can't be, I mean, they must have done like, I guess, membership drives or whatever. Oh, God, my ankles are itching like a bitch. So yeah, I got everything done yesterday with one thing. I didn't get rid of seamless communications yet, but I didn't get rid of them yet, and I don't know that I'm going to yet because honestly, I don't know if I'm going with this Crescendo. I like the operating system, but when this lady tells me to stay on with her, that's not what I want. Yeah, I was even thinking leave my account on with her. I'll pay that bill so that she gets that commission because she earned it. But I've done the work bringing these other people to the table. Now they're waiting because she's trying to talk me into being a salesperson for her. No, that's not what I do. We're a tech company here too. And if Crescendo offers white label sales, we're going to take advantage of that. And, she's trying to do like a hardball thing. And I'm like, you're going to lose me. And in the process, you're going to lose my account for my business. So, yeah. All right, I've got to try to find these earbuds because I need to do a test today. My other iPad is still dead because I never plugged that in. Let me take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about some things we didn't get to from the weekend, and we'll see if Donnie's dead. This is up the middle. All right, hold on. I got to get this thing queued up. I don't have that folder open yet either. I need to put a folder on my that is all the things right instead of I like things open on it, and this kind of stuff needs to be one of them. 2025 affiliates. There we go. All right. This is Mastiff Media Network. This is up the middle. We're trying to get through a really sluggish Tuesday. We'll be back right after this.
But not just any gym, Momentum Fitness and Wellness. Walk right up to the door. There's a QR code on the door. You can sign up right there. You've got no excuse. But not only that, their equipment is amazing. It's kept up well. It's expanded. There's stretching area. There's CrossFit. There's hardcore training, a dedicated area for stretching, dunk tanks, sauna, everything you need to get that Hernando beach body or keep your Clearwater beach body. You can train with your shirt off, you can scream, you can yell, and you won't be intimidated either. Go to Momentum Fitness and Wellness on US 19 in Bayonet Point, Jasmine Estates. Build the momentum at Momentum Fitness and Wellness.
Left in a pair of shorts. Can you imagine if I would have washed a pair of Skull Candy earbuds? That would not have been cool. Don't forget, this is the other thing that pisses me off about some of these platforms, is that you start muted. Yeah, did I make a note of that yesterday? Chatter, Nelson Chatter, audio, maps, not just my, that too. Why start muted? So apparently they don't hear that commercial on Chatter. And I don't know what the hell that is or why. But, yeah. So Mastiff Media, go to that. And of course we should be on the homepage. There's that. I love that there's very little delay from Media CP. I just wish they had that toggle switch thing, and I wish it would connect automatically to everything. That would be so much cooler. Our stations, Eric's Radio. Are we still on? Yeah, still on Mastiff Sports. Eric's Radio, loud and proud. Here it comes. Come on. Say it. Eric's Radio. Switch to Shady News Radio. Shady News Radio. Shady News Radio. Yeah, there we go. Sounding good. Right Talk Radio. Right Talk. Right Talk Radio. Right Talk Radio. It's taking less time to do all these checks. I don't have a producer, so somebody's got to do it. Until I definitely build confidence in this system. Off to Forward Radio. See what we sound like on Forward Radio. Gotta get started. So Scotty left Wix. He was my Wix coach. Sounding good there. He was my Wix coach, and now he's got his own. Apparently, they've got their own plug and play system at Ionis, which is where I'm also at for some website server. And Rainbow Radio sounding good. Mastiff Sports, big test right here. Are we connected to Mastiff Sports? Are we connected to Mastiff Sports? There it is. Connected to Mastiff Sports today. I don't know what the deal was yesterday, but we are connected there. Awesome. Let's go to some of those affiliates. Let's check our Aussie friends. Radio X. This link, they're updating the website, and this is what I'm not liking about Ionis, is that they launched the website this weekend and it's still updating. And sometimes it takes 48 hours, which is bullshit. But they're Midas Touch just came out with a verdict against Trump issued. Operation Shutdown. Radio X in Australia. Hello to all our friends down under. Sounding good on Radio X. I don't know what else I'm on there, actually. Radio X Gold. I think that's the one that's got somebody else right now. Or maybe just on Fridays. Radio X Gold. Let's see if they relay me there. Yeah, they do. Okay, good to know. On Radio X Gold. Shout out to everybody listening there. Radio X Country. I'm on a country station. My parents and my Hick brothers would be so proud. Radio X Country. Yeah, there we are. Still talking about the Radio X Gold thing, but I can see that we're there. So 6RXM Radio X Magic. I don't know what that 6RXM means. Australian radio. Radio X Magic. Yep, on Magic. 6RXM Australia, Radio X Magic. Shout out to that one. And Dare Talk Radio. That's the one I think I'm actually broadcasting live to, so this should be a little bit less of a delay. Yeah. Rocking on all of them down under. Okay, now some of my socials. Well, Twitch we know works because that's the homepage. The 3 Facebooks. I didn't update the Facebook pages yet. There's so much negative about this guy. And I'm talking about Trump, of course, no longer Scotty. But you didn't get that with Biden. And I know the Bible thumpers are going to say, oh, why the hate? It's not hate. It's honest. It's honesty. The guy's not liked. It's not just hate. Oh, well, we lost the election. Well, first of all, I don't know that non-Trump supporters, anti-Trump people, really lost the election. The amount of projection from this cult, and it's cult. When you have supposed Christians saying that he was sent from God, knowing that very thought is blasphemy, yet they do it anyway because they're too weak to say it's wrong. Fox News host claimed that the fact that the shooter was trans was irrelevant. What an idiot. No, Graham Allen is this Bible-thumping asshat. he's this former military guy, all macho, bravo shit. And he had some colleague on his show, another Navy SEAL, who didn't agree with Obama's policies and whatever, but was at the ceremony when some fallen soldiers were brought home to Dover, Delaware. And the way Obama stood at attention at a salute really impressed this guy. Because I guess he didn't know that a libtard could do that. But anyway, I got to see if there's stop messing around with that dick. God, I'm getting fat too. I am fat. I'm not getting, I am. Gay fat at least, but still fat. All right, we're on Yerg's Radio for the Facebook page. Profile. And then my this is the one we had difficult with yesterday. On my page, Yerg's. Yeah, this is oh, I just lost it. There was a thing on that came up on my feed that still nothing with regards to the page, and I reloaded this yesterday too. Nothing since 4 days ago, which would be Friday's show. Why is that? All right, well, I need to delete that and read, because it says it's online. So this is why I go back and check all this shit, because this one is saying that it's online and it's not. So we're going to delete the Yerg's Facebook page. I don't know if you can do that on the fly. Oh yeah, there we go. It's gone. Cool. Mastiff Sports just fell offline. Awesome. Because why not? Try to reconnect it, but I got a show to do here, gang. Publishing status refreshed. Come on. Now let's reconnect. Nope, not connecting. It was going so. How long did we make it? Almost 40 minutes? Let's listen to Mastiff Sports, see what's there. Now I'm hearing Mastiff Sports. I'm hearing me. So now I wonder if we actually... You hear that from my earbuds? God, this is itching so bad. And so now I wonder, did we actually lose Mastiff Sports? So, all right. So lots of tests going on this week. I go back to the homepage for all of my destinations on Media CP. And it says I'm offline there, and I'm listening to myself on Mastiff Sports. So that's something with Media CP. because we're broadcasting to it and it's telling me we're not. That's a problem. And I should probably get this part again here. Here we go. So you see this orange dot here? That's Mastiff Sports. I'm listening to Mastiff Sports right now in the earbuds, but it's telling us it's offline. So something we got to wrench on. I need to. I can tell, like, to monitor this, I need another monitor. I only have 4 and 4 plugins. In the next system, when I was in the back room before the flood, before Helene, one of my monitors was, I don't remember if it was one of the longer ones. I think it might have been. I just listened to myself say before Helene. I don't know if it was one of the longer ones, like the 30 whatever inch these are, or one of these 228s. One of them was portrait. And that would be so awesome to have this list as it grows and gets bigger, especially with other social media accounts that we're already on. In this case, in the form of a Twitch broadcast. And once we bring like D Live and all the others that were on, which I did cancel last night, Studio Restream, that's going at the end of this month in about 3 weeks. So that's not the one I wanted to do. Never mind. I just expanded the screen on my. I thought it would fill just the space here. I'm trying to get rid of this other shit on. Anyway, I'm never mind. All right, so yeah, isn't that awesome when you wash your face, you get all the eye boogers off your eyelids and shit, and they come right back? I'm thinking I've got like some like eye infection or something. So I'm woken up today. Well, I'm already awake, but I'm woken up today. I get this thing, the Watchtower from. Let's go back to. No, not that one. With background, there we are. In fact, let's go to the big one so that you can get a close up. How to End War. I guess they print these little pamphlets out. Why is there so much war if everyone wants peace? Because they don't want peace, they want control. That's what it's about. Donald Trump. Uh-oh. We lost Mastiff Sports. Is it because they got a... I think it's the player, though. I think I might have to refresh the page. This happens with Wix, too. They don't like the players. Nope. Check 1, 2. Yeah. Something going on with Mastiff Sports now. Yeah, that's got to be different. Our stations, Yerg's radio. Let's just test some of the other stations, make sure they're still up. But did everything just go down? Like, I can't get anything now. Let's see. Where do we go? I go up here. Media services. Let's test Mastiff Sports. Go right to that one. All right. Check 1 2. Checking 1 2 on Mastiff Sports Radio. Trying to see if Mastiff Sports Radio is actually on the air. It says it's on air. It says unknown is what's connected. If I've been DJ manager, I'm the only DJ. I'm enabled, got priority. It doesn't say if I'm actually on or not. All right, let's go to the widgets and links. Actually, no, the public page. Public page, go to the, launch that here. Let's try to listen through the public page. There should still be something in the background. Facebook couldn't access Mastiff Sports. 9-2 had it for a while, then cut, and no playlist in background. All right, well, that's out for today. So let's hope we're still not having any issues on Yerg's radio. That would really piss me off. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. I'm gonna have to listen for a little bit. Come on. September 2nd, playlist log, 11:49 a.m. Now it's sounding like I'm not online at all. Let's go to the public page. One more test this way. Oh, you know what, though? I'm listening to all this shit in the public page. I don't have... What the fuck? I've got earbuds in from the iPad and not headphones. Oh, try the public page on Yerg's radio. Playing. Nothing. Nothing coming through. Try a new tab on the iPhone. So, in case a lot of you haven't figured out yet, the station URLs, just go to their page on Mastiff Media, and that's where the player is until I can get another site built. And check 1, 2. I'm not getting anything. Everything's dead. Everything is dead. I'm not getting anything. And turn meteor in it. Didn't turn like. No. To try another one. Forward radio. I'm not getting anything from anything. Ugh. This is pissing me off. So I'm still on Chatter and in real time. Let's go back to see if anything's showing that it's actually not online. Stream targets. It's showing that I'm streaming. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. I don't know why I'm not hearing that, but it's probably for the best. Overview page. Overview page for Yerg's radio video. No sound when unmuted. Oh, there's that now. Oh, because I need this yet. So there was this thing. Oh, what? What the hell? Oh, there we go. There's this thing that happens in my board and with the XLR system. Stream. Let's take a look at the stream targets. I need to record this because they need to see this. Everything is showing that it's online. It's not. I'm not getting. Oh, now Jurg's radio's back. Do I need to leave this page up while I'm broadcasting? Mastiff Sports still offline like a champ. Let's check on Mastiff Sports. Everything went dead here for like the past couple of minutes. Now Mastiff Sports is back, and it says it's not. In the earpiece on my iPad, I'm listening to Mastiff Sports right now, and it says it's offline. That's a problem. I need to know if something's offline, and it needs to be accurate. Oh, geez. And that was like the one Facebook page I had that still didn't work. I deleted that already. You saw that. But it said it was online. I need to be able to look at these green buttons and say, okay, we're good. Oh, wait, we got a problem. What's happening there? Check this out. Only to find out that that's not correct. That's actually online. So Media CP's got some wrenching to do. I think that's perhaps why they're not. Well, I mean, I think their price point's okay, but they got some, and they're only going to know if I tell them about it. So there's another ticket I got to fill out today. All right. Do you want to talk about politics finally? Let's talk about politics finally. I'm just going to go right to Trump news because I know I got something. Federal judge rules Trump violated military law by activating National Guard in California. I told you that. You didn't need to go to a judge to. It was written in black and white. You can't do it without the governor. And he did it anyway. Trump announcement from Oval Office, live updates. What is the Trump to make Oval Office announcement that Congress returns after recess? Judge rules Trump can't act as political national police chief. Oh, Politico said that, as national police chief. Yeah, huge news, gang. Democracy is on its way back. Anti-Trump protests on Labor Day. What we know about workers over billionaires. Florida is in crisis. Broward Democrats sound alarm about Trump, DeSantis. I told you DeSantis was a fascist. I told you that. I've been saying that. Listen to me. Fucking listen to me. Now there it is in the Sun Sentinel. Federal judge. Oh, this is interesting. Federal judge's departure creates strategic opening for Trump appointment in South Florida. It's West Palm Beach, for fuck's sake. A longtime judge is stepping down from South Florida's district bench, giving President Donald Trump another opportunity to shape one of the nation's busiest federal courts. It's already a conservative area. U.S. District Judge Robin Rosenberg, appointed by Barack Obama in 2014, stepped down in August to become director of the Federal Judicial Center in Washington, D.C. Her departure comes 1 month before the President George W. Bush appointed Judge Kenneth Mara retires, leaving only Judge Donald Middlebrooks, appointed by President Bill Clinton, at the Paul G. Rogers Federal Building in downtown West Palm Beach. Well, too Democratic. I mean, West Palm is a conservative district. So, that is interesting. Where has he been? Dying? What time is this announcement? Where's Barron Trump? NYU classes start for very private public figure. Donald and Melania, Trump Jr., Ivanka, Eric, Tiffany, Vanessa, Kai, Donald Trump III have made headlines attending events. But where's Barron been? Yeah, the other shit's not popping up here on the sides or whatever. Are Burmese pythons slithering their way into Florida homes? Oh, for fuck's sake. Recent sightings and captures of invasive Burmese pythons at Florida homes were caught on video. Are they invading urban areas? Don't we have hunts for these things? They're not native to the southeastern United States, hence the name Burmese, Burma. And so people just let them loose in the swamp when they're not cute little babies anymore. And then they grow up to be these 20-foot long monsters. It's not an exaggeration either. That's how long these things get. 3 recent incidents in Burmese pythons slithering around homes in South Florida were captured on video and raised the question of whether the invasive snakes are closing in on urban areas. I'm not going to continue this. A python was found tucked inside the engine compartment of a tractor trailer parked near a Miami residence on August 23rd, while another was captured in a home's yard a day later, according to Miami-Dade Fire Rescue. And I'm not going to subscribe to the Palm Beach Post to get the rest of the story of a bunch of snakes down in south away from here, Florida. God willing. Well, all right. What time is Trump speaking today? Trump to make Oval Office announcement. Yeah, we know, but what time? Senior White House officials told NBC News the announcement will be focused on defense. Yeah, because your administration sucks. 1 p.m. Central. That is 2 p.m. Eastern. So maybe I'll come back on the air. Maybe I'll join Sportcat. I don't know. Defend military right. Yeah, they should have been able to say, no, this is not legal. I'm not going. Governor J.B. Pritzker to address, this is over here in the margin, to address reports of federal deployments to Chicago. It was just ruled illegal. Chicago suburb named safest and wealthiest in the U.S. 2 others make top 10. 3 out of 10 areas of Chicago are the safest in the nation. 54 people shot yesterday, 7 fatal during Labor Day weekend. That's not just yesterday. That's the weekend. That's a big city, gang. It's a big city. You don't like it, move to the country. Houston man charged with murder after child killed during Ding Dong Ditch game. Is that knock and run? What we used to call it back in my day before doorbells were a thing. Live coverage of the announcement will stream in the player above as it becomes available. Okay, so we're on Channel 5 Chicago. That's for this one. I mean, I'm sure CNN and C-SPAN and whatever else is going to. What if he's stepping down? Oh, praise Jesus. I will become the most religious man ever. I will be praising and blessing and all right. No, more realistically, though, this is what he's going to say. It's going to be some announcement about how the court was wrong. He had every right to go into Los Angeles, and he's going to go into other cities too, because all these Democrat cities are bad. And then he's going to say that he's never been better. He feels great. Never been better than what I am right now. Really? Because we got a lot of video of you flirting with some young girls. You were looking pretty healthy then. Oh, and Congress is coming back. Were they gone? Who noticed? Nobody noticed. That reminds me, I got to try to call my congressman again. So, oh, wow. Let's see what CNN says, because this is probably where we're going to be covering it from. The rebroadcast stealing. Oh, that was yesterday, by the way, the thing on your screen. I thought I shut that off. There we go. President Donald Trump will make an announcement this afternoon, his first public comments in a week about the Department of Defense, according to the White House. Oh. A source said Trump will announce that Space Command is moving its headquarters. I didn't know we had one. What the hell is that? Where is Space Command headquarters? That's not what George Lopez looks like anymore. It's currently located in Colorado. T-Rump signed an executive order in 2018 reestablishing U.S. Space Command after it had been absorbed. It was in the Air Force, wasn't it? The headquarters is moving from Colorado Springs, Colorado to Huntsville, Alabama, according to U.S. official and two sources familiar with the planning. T-Rump signed an executive order in 2018 establishing U.S. Space Command after it had been absorbed into U.S. Strategic Command. Oh. Wow, 2002. We've had this Air Force type thing that, wow, I never knew that. Its main goal is to find ways to defend U.S. interests in space, especially the constellations of satellites that U.S. ground, sea, and air forces rely on for navigation, communications, and surveillance. In 2023, then President Joe Biden had decided to keep Space Command headquarters at Peterson Space Force Base in Colorado Springs, overturning Mr. Trump's first-term decision to move it to Alabama. Biden had been convinced by the head of Space Command, General James Dickinson, that moving the headquarters would jeopardize military readiness. But Air Force leadership studied the issue and argued in favor of moving to Huntsville. See, this is the stupidity in Democrats right now. They know how tight both Congress and the Senate are. And now, Rep. Jerry Nadler of New York, a Democrat. And I'm not like for a Democrat or Republican. I'm for balance. You know that. Or I'm for sanity. I'm also for having a set of balls when needed. Republicans got none of that right now. Trump to award Rudy Giuliani the Presidential Medal of Freedom, because that means something coming from him. Democratic Rep. Jerry Nadler, the longest-serving New Yorker in the House, will not seek re-election in 2026, stating that there's a necessity for generational change in the party. Okay? In an interview published Monday in the New York Times, Nadler said that after watching former President Joe Biden withdraw from the 2024 election following his rough debate against President Trump, he decided a younger successor can maybe do better and can maybe help us more. I'm not saying we should change over the entire party, Nadler told the New York Times, but I think a certain amount of change is very helpful, especially when we face the challenge of Trump and his and his fascism. He did not tell the Times who he would prefer to succeed him. In a statement on Tuesday, Nadler said that the decision to step down has not been easy. Well, that's you got a year and a half before that election. Plenty of time to take your chief of staff, some goddamn intern that you know is popular back home. some straight A student that was a page and an intern in your office, some captain of a football team. Bring in that youth. And I'm not saying 50s or 60s. You can be 27, I think it is, to run for Congress. I got to keep that tab. We were talking about it. And, how old must you be to run for Congress? Congress is younger than the Senate. I know that. Actually, the House is younger than the Senate. Both of them make the Congress. Wow. Yeah, 25 in the House. And must be a citizen for at least 7 years. And Senate's 35, I think. How much do we run for Senate? Yeah, Senate.gov. Wow, this is all super slow today. Jesus. At least 30 years old. And at least 9 years of citizenship. The Constitution does not provide an oath of office for members of Congress, but specifies only that they shall be bound by oath of affirmation to support this Constitution. The oath of office that 1/3 of the Senate recites every 2 years is a product of the 1860s, drafted by Civil War era members intent on ensnaring traitors. The oath taking, however, dates back to the first Congress in 1789. The first oath served the Senate for nearly 3/4 of a century. The current oath is in use since 1884, a milder version of the oath that was adopted in 1862. I wonder if we're going to have an oath added or statement added to it acknowledging that I will not support fascism. All right, so there's a ticker to go across the bottom. Oh, period. I got to take that down for a minute. I got to send Sportcat a telephone number when he calls in 40 minutes. How else could I guess I could still bring him in that way. Yeah, let's do that. That'll be easier for him. Until 9:22, you can still join with audio via the Restream link. See you in about 30. Oh, what the hell? I'll just send a message to myself, not to Glenn. Oh my God. I need time off. Jesus Christ. All right, there's a message to him. You know what? There's a guy. Let's do this one. There's a guy named Joe Walsh. Used to be in Congress, and this is not the former Eagle. This is somebody else. Used to be in Congress. Now very, very outspoken against MAGA. Watch this. He gets a little animated in this. I like this. Oh, where's the
old boy who has stage 4 kidney cancer?
He's just talking about a 4-year-old boy that Trump deported. I don't know why this shit always starts with mute on. Why do these programs got to do that? I'm playing the thing to hear it.
His 7-year-old sister and a 2-year-old family friend. ICE deported these 3 children to Honduras without notifying the families at all, without giving the families any opportunity at legal counsel. These 3 children were American citizens.
I've been saying this. I have been saying this. This guy's got to go. You can't tell me that a president of the United States finds it remotely okay to deport children who are citizens. Forget about the whole anchor baby bullshit. Donald Trump, did you know this? Come on, Trumpers, let's go. You're all about immigration and following the law. Donald Trump is an anchor baby. His mom was an immigrant, an illegal one at that. 2 out of 3 wives of Trump, also illegal immigrants. Therefore, Don Jr., Ivanka, Eric, and the other girl is legal because Marla Maples was a citizen. Those 3, plus Byron or Barron or whatever, the tall, dorky looking dude, they're all anchor babies. They're all anchor babies. They got to go. Got to go. Peace out, bitches. Time to go. And yet, here we are. I just thought I should probably quickly check DNR Studios also, just to make sure that all these things are running right. I said don't have earbuds in for, so. Check 1, 2. Checking 1, 2. Trying to see if we are on up to middle on DNR Cast app. Checking 1, 2. There we go. I think we're there. Trying to see if we are on up to middle. Yep. Okay. So the cool thing about the DNR Cast app is that it doesn't just go live when I go live. It's the feed from Yerg's radio. So you get the whole station, not just when I'm there, which I think is pretty awesome. I prefer that. I mean, I hope they're okay with it, but Derek and Remain. What else? Okay, so that's Chatter. And that app just shit the bed. I'm wondering if I'm like using too much on the CP. Because I actually wasn't using. Chatter's not responding. Oh, that might be because I'm not on it. You know what? Nobody was in that one today anyway, so I'm just going to close the room. Chatter's frozen. That's what it is. I don't want to. I don't want to minimize that whole thing, though, or call out this whole wave browser, because Instagram was on there too. And now Instagram might be lost. All right, well, I'm going to have to. That's not going to. I can't have the switch user task manager. Oh, well, there it is. Hold on. Did I just kill it anyway? Yeah. All right. So yeah, sorry, this is another test day. Apparently I wasn't planning on this, but.
And ICE deported them. And one of them was a 4-year-old kid, an American citizen who has stage 4 kidney cancer. And we grabbed him and we deported him to Honduras. He's an American citizen. This must not be who we are. This cannot be who we are. And it's up to us to make really crystal clear that this will not be who we are. A 4-year-old boy, an American citizen who has stage 4 kidney cancer, and we deported him to Honduras. Fucking shame on us. ICE deported a 4-year-old boy who has stage...
Yeah, that's the beginning. That's what you missed. Yeah. So that's what's happening. And this asshat's going to get on the TV and talk about Space Force. Do you need any more examples of how all this guy's doing is dick measuring and wanking his own crank? I think he's meant to say foraging forward. I wasn't up until after 10:30 today. This is kicking my ass. Yeah, it's just me, and Sportcat's the same way. And we're doing this 5 days a week for 2 hours a day. Okay, maybe not yum. Let's have a little bit of muscle. I mean, I'm no different right now. But featured. Yeah, I doubt it. Richard Goldsmith says, I'm actually kind of nervous. What if he comes out and says he's fine? I'm telling you he's going to say that. If he says anything about his health, he's going to say that he never felt better.
In town pool call time. The White House in town pool. That's the people that travel with him in town. Associated Press, Reuters, local networks, shit like that. 2 p.m. Eastern. President makes an announcement from the Oval Office. Is there anything? No, that's it. Is that actually a screenshot from the White House? That looks like shit. AI-powered headshots. I want to know what you look like, not what a computer can do for you. If this is the fat slob that's going to be meeting me, that's what I want to know. Who's Richard Goldsmith? Is he actually part of the poll? Digital creator. That's the Rays logo. Now he's supporting the Rays after he said to sell. That's also the Rays logo. I love some of these drag names. Fonda La Femme. Let's see what this guy looks like. Queen. Bought 400,000 acres of Amazon rainforest by purchasing the logging company that owned it. Then he closed the company. Good for him. Rock on, dude. Protecting the forest from destruction. In 2006, Swedish-born businessman Johan Elias, then the 145th richest man in Britain. He's a billionaire. He's a billionaire, and he's only the 145th richest man in Britain. Made headlines by buying 400,000 acres in Amazon rainforest, an area the size of Greater London, with the stated goal of protecting it from logging and preserving biodiversity. Elias said the purchase was his way of countering climate change by conserving old-growth forests that absorb vast amounts of carbon. Ultimately, his move was part of a wider trend of wealthy individuals buying up land in South America for conservation, following similar efforts by figures like Doug Tompkins of the North Face and financier George Soros. The North Face, that's a clothing company. And George Soros, we know who that is. While he described the rainforest as a precious responsibility, his actions also sparked controversy, as the move resulted in workers being laid off. Wah. His approach also raised thorny debates about green colonialism and whether private ownership of vast swaths of land in developing nations is the right path to global conservation. Well, what the fuck else do you do? Why not buy land in your own industrialized nation and rehabilitate it? Maybe he's doing that too. Still, Elias saw his purchase as the first step, expressing hopes that other wealthy backers would follow suit, scaling up efforts to preserve rainforests under threat. That's from 2006. Why are we still putting this on the internet now? Come on, do better. All right. Today. They are.
Yeah. What makes you think that they're not? I don't think I have a phone line for this screen. That's why. Preview screen. Nothing on that one. That's the starting, but that's we're already started. Phone lines open. Can I copy this? Copy. Where was I with that? Was it on this one? Well, yeah, let's paste it there too. Paste, duplicate. Wow. It looked like C-SPAN or MSNBC. Okay, so what? That's that one. With yours in background, phone lines are open. Okay, let's put this one. News updates. Copy. Paste. Yeah. There's phone line there. Let's move this down here. What do you think, Ken? How's it looking? Phone lines are open. I thought I'd have more of a late night call thing from Australia. I got people liking me on the Facebook dating app. Good Lord. Some of these 33-year-olds look 73. Artist, landlord, barber, joy cooking, dinner dates with fun friends, long walks, and trying out new restaurants. Enjoy healthy lifestyle, but also injecting some fun into it. Injecting? Cabaret barbershop in Fort Lauderdale. Well, guess what, dude? I'm not in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. I don't think so. I do think I'm going to stop using the Facebook dating app. I just. Boynton Beach, 5'7". Oh, he's cute. Nice body, too. How old? 43. All right. I'm over apps, so no virtual dates for me. Yeah, good. Sobriety. Oh, man. Comes with issues. Lots of Raphaels on here. Not a bad body, but face is not there for me. Some of these people's smiles are so fake. Big teethy smile. E. Yeah, so let's go back to some of the news. Ginger won it out at 8. We know that. Okay. Donald Trump's public schedule. There we go. Oh, this is the thing. Okay. Yeah, so he's been doing a lot of rallies and whatever else, visiting with whoever and whatever. Yesterday, the president departs the White House at 8:53. Not at 8:55. Not at 9 o'clock. 8:53. So if he comes out at 8:51, we got to stand there for 2 minutes. The president arrives at Trump National Golf Club, Washington, D.C. The president departs Trump National Golf Club at 3:04. Arrives at the White House at 3:37. $3:39. White House press conference full lid called. And everybody else just sits around waiting for something to happen. Like him dying. Yeah, so that's what's happening with him. White House press releases. This might be something that bookmark. Trump seizes victory in border wall fight with new funding. In case you missed it, President Donald J. Trump's 11. Hold on, I got to pull something off my tongue for this one. President Donald J. Trump's 11 life-changing lessons. Only have one wife. Stick with her. Finally, the president has ordered the victims for Minneapolis to be flown at half-staff, flags at half-staff. It was how long ago? Donnie, come on, keep up. D.C. residents speak on crime. Oh, I'll bet there's lots of crime and we need the military. White House announces September 1st to September 7th press rotation. Timcast. Because no, they're not slanted in any way, the White House press office. Timcast is on yesterday's. The White House Office of Communications has determined the in-town press rotation for the week of September 1st to September 7th. Outlets and reporters interested in joining the White House press pool are welcome to email press at White House. Well, there's an email address. Oh boy, Timcast. Where's the other guy? Was supposedly in there too, Benny Johnson. Good to see Axios in there. OAN. God love them. They made the big time. Won't really say how, but they made the big time. All right, let's see if we got a sport cat getting ready. Audio only. Okay, cool. Good. So now I just got to figure out a way where I'm going to, for Discord and all the others, where am I going to broadcast that to? And the problem with this is it takes up when every time that's why doing something else on somebody else's server, like Media CP and DigitalOcean, I got to do that today too. I got to figure out what my login is for my server access, because they can't fix any of this shit without getting into that. So yeah. I'm still doing things on here, like Discord, broadcast directly from my desk. Instagram, I guess I do. Well, I mean, that's going to go away anyway with the end of Restream in another 3 weeks. But I hear Sportcat back there, so let's bring somebody out here to talk to. What's going on, man?
Not much. Are you lonely?
I didn't get up till like 10:30 today. I'm still dragging. I didn't even drink any of the leftover coffee yet, let alone fresh coffee.
Isn't it funny how if you don't get enough sleep, you feel like shit, and if you get too much sleep, you feel like shit?
Yeah, but
Get the happy medium.
I think I gotta start eating more regularly. Something like sweet potatoes, like for lunch, because I have no energy. And
I just read a thing about a grape. It starts with a B. They're red grapes, and they're supposed to give us more energy and more vitamins than like most things you would normally eat.
I'm game.
I think they're from Washington. Bomberries, maybe. Just Google it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's supposed to give you more energy and make you feel better and all that good stuff.
I'm just like, Scotty's sick. You and I are doing our shit alone. So he tried to teach me how to do, with the transcripts. I'm like, I don't even have anything that makes transcripts. That never even occurred to me until he and I sat down to do it last night. And I'm like, yeah, I think we're done.
You can go to YouTube and download your transcript. It's just a pain in the ass to do. I've done it.
I thought you had to upload it to YouTube. They create it for you?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you have it turned on, yeah. There's a setting in YouTube. You turn on your live caption, I think it's called. And then at the end of the show, when it processes, sometimes it takes a bit. But you can go and download it then. But it's a pain in the ass because you got to wait for it to do. And
David Pakman is such a drama queen.
what?
He's one of the progressive talking heads that I follow. And to his credit, he doesn't, like, if there's a story, he doesn't just broadcast it. He'll research first and do it a day or two later. And as such, his thing is it's accurate, not first. And so, kudos to that. But then there's this certain level of scrutiny that the White House is giving left-leaning journalists, to include a lot of these independent guys. But this guy thinks like the CIA is following him and all kinds of other kind of weird shit.
And that was one of the reasons I wanted out of the paranormal world.
Oh, yeah.
Fruitcakes. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure with Echelon and AI, you can get yourself on a watch list, but that's just going to change every 4 years or 8, whatever, with the administration. Yeah. I mean, I really don't believe, despite what these prepper shows are saying, that they're going to come get us one day. They're going to drag us out of our house and shoot us. I think it would just be too much trouble. I mean, they got bigger fish to fry. Plus, it doesn't make them any money. So, yeah, I can't anymore with some of these people. I got a copyright strike and I'm on 90 days probation at YouTube. So I'm having to be on my P's.
I get that on stuff that I paid for.
Yeah.
You're like, this is real.
Less than 50 seconds of something that I broadcast on Misfits. It was bullshit. It's somebody complaining. That's all. And that's why I'm tired of it. You disagree.
Well, that's why I'm glad that I have my own website and I can broadcast to the website. And, when I do develop a team, I can put all the highlights on YouTube. All right, so I'm on YouTube. Your Google account is tied here now?
Yeah. Google, is tied together. You go to your account settings and find the closed caption and make sure it's turned on. There's a bunch of things in YouTube that you have to either make sure are on or make sure they're off, because if you have them on, it'll push you down the algorithm. If you don't have them on, it'll push down the algorithm.
Closed captions always show closed captions. Include auto-generated captions when available. AVI settings, audio, browsing, video previews. Yep. About this browser only. Counts, channel status and features, add or manage your channels, view settings. It's probably there at managers, Google account membership. Okay, so features. Let's try that. Donnie Boy speaks at 2:00 today.
Yeah, I got a window open for it in case it's something important. Which I doubt it will be.
The rumor is it's something about Space Force.
Yeah, that's the rumor. They're going to move it back to Colorado, or from Colorado to Alabama, where it originally was. Huntsville was where it was for years. I don't know why it moved.
You wanted to set your channel. View this setting for every video.
Oh, crap.
This channel.
I got to get out of here, man. I got a show to do.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let me kill the stream.
I take it down. I got the whole thing.
Sportcat is up next. Is it still the Daily Gazette, or what is this show called?
It's still the Daily Gazette. We just are no longer the our normal guys. We're just the Sportcat shows.
I got to create a visual for that too. Search Sportcat shows on YouTube and anywhere in Facebook too, or what?
Yeah, you can find it there too.
All right, Sportcat shows. The Daily Gazette is up next. So what I kill now for you to get the radio kills everything. So that means I'm done. All right, peeps, I'm out of here. Sportcat's got it. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, brother. Have a good day. I will catch you tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah. So Restream, what you and I are on right now, is still up till the 22nd, but everything else is dead. So you can take over the radio and everything else.
Okay.
But this we'll figure out something else for the 22nd and after, whether it's going to be Google Meet or whatever.
We'll make it work.
Because hopefully by then I'll have the phone unfucked, and that was some drama too. So
hopefully I'll be home. So,
but that also. All right, man. Have a good show.
All right, brother. Catch you later. I'm taking the controls.